Hello and welcome. I am back today and with my newest project. This is the custom order from one of my good old friends, and it was very much inspirational. Long story short, I am sorry for my hands and my fingers. I've been working hard on this thing, and it's not because of it. It's like a person who is making a lot of stuff with her hands, just sometimes cuts the fingers and so on. So I have called it Homecoming, and this huge project is cotton and different other types of fabric. Homecoming is the concept that came to me spontaneously out of nowhere. I didn't plan to make this channel like this. I had the general concept described by my friend, but I didn't have any idea that it will come to this. So let me show you. The concept is rustic homecoming, and rustic, I don't know, soulful homecoming or something. And so the central element here is the tiny shadow box with a small house, right? And it's kind of a country cottage or something. And this the wording says soul place. And it's like, yeah, it's made of a matchbox, but I think all of these elements are very close to the country or homecoming, or the concept of house, warm fire, and so on. So the cover, yes, it was demanded to be a Midori style, so I used these different kinds of elastics. Two are hidden here, two are seen there, and so the cover is semi-soft. It's covered with different layers of cotton and a little bit of lace, and this is eco-stained cotton and a little bit of coffee-stained cotton. This one is with boiled herbs. So, and these are the driftwood twigs I picked during my travels all this couple of years. Okay, and cork pieces, just to give a kind of completeness to the composition. So, as usual, the cover is very fluffy. Everything is sticking out because it's supposed to be so. And this one and this one. So mostly it has 4 signatures, and this time I didn't fill them up with a lot of stuff and a lot of pages, because I'm going to provide for my friend a kit that will go with it, and she will be able to do whatever she wants with these. So there are 3 pockets on the front cover, and the cover is lined with 2 layers, and here we have a pocket again, a belly band or something. Okay, and you can see that there are some tags and pockets and so on. And so the signatures, 2 signatures, are made with the help of just pretty solid paper as an inside part, just to make it, to strengthen it. And then the paper is covered with the cotton that I, as you can see, you might have seen the pictures in my Instagram and in my Facebook. It's cotton, very heavyweight cotton, that I decorated, patterned with the help of with some techniques, with acrylic paints, with sprays, natural leaves, using them as templates and so on. And there is the first pocket here, and as it's rustic, it also sticks to the topic of nature and natural pieces and stuff, and like forest, and this cute animal is there. So the front page says home, and this is a small village setting, you know, and it's a little bit Christmassy, probably not. It's up to you how to see it. And yes, you can see a lot of multiple layers, different fabric, different textures, lace, cotton, and there are some pieces. These are fussy cut images, also made with brown paper. So this is the first, all of the pages, I mean the front pages, main pages of covers of these signatures. They make kind of pockets inside, and in the pockets you also can find, this is an old library card, and this is also an old vintage card I bought somewhere some time ago. Well, this one is another pocket, and a lot of slow stitching done this time, and I decided to make it as soft and as fabric as possible, as textured as possible. So you can see these layers of different textures, and on pictures that this is a tag, it can be used for decoration, but these pictures refer to the forest. These are old cards, okay, from collections, and this is the first let's say pattern or something, also with some stuff that you can easily recognize. Some more vintage piece, again one card from the library, and this is actually the middle of the first signature. As you remember, I didn't fill it in because it's pretty bulky. It still has some space, but due to the pockets, the amount of pockets that you have here, sometimes it's better to hide something inside, and okay, I'll hide my fingers. It's okay to hide something inside rather than put into this as folders, as pages, right? This is another flip, and you can see here the general picture of how it looks after, like the cotton that I covered with different mixed media stuff. And so this flip is also slow stitched. So another pocket with another postcard, and one more pocket with, actually this is a flip, and with a lot of sewing and stitching and stuff, and another flip, and this is actually a double pocket, and you have two layers here also with another pocket. There used to be something, I just can't get it out of there. Okay, I'll put something inside, probably it fell out. And another pocket with this nice die-cut poppy, and another beautiful landscape, so soulful and so peaceful and so close to the concept of home for me, and I hope for the lady as well. So as you can see, there are good spaces between the signatures, so if you fill these in with a lot of extra stuff, the cover will be enough. This is the second signature, made actually of a fabric pocket or fabric envelope. So this fabric envelope has no paper lining, right? And it's just a hand-sewn envelope with some tag inside with this flap, and this side I left it as is because I very much like how it all turned out with this beautiful patterns. And this is an actual fern, a real fern pressed to the cotton, coffee stained paper, a little bit of this pocket, and this is just a glued card. I added 4 cards here in this journal. This is a card from one of the very famous Czech, probably, or Hungarian, I just don't remember exactly, Czech or Hungarian artist, and it depicts different rural pictures, scenes and so on. So some, as you might remember, this is a pressed leaf from this season, and some vintage postcards that also represent for me the concept of home, rural home, rustic home, and everything that I hold dear from my childhood. And I hope that another picture from the same painter, and I hope that the new owner of this journal will definitely get this feel of what I felt in my childhood and what I think home makes home. And I want to share it with her, this concept of home that we have here in Belarus. Maybe it has something to do with what she feels in Germany, France and Europe. It's even interesting. And this is, as well, something referring to the same topic, a doily, hand crocheted doily, and another collage, again with a die cut image. So this is the second signature. The third signature is also just a piece of everything, collaged fabric with buttons, and it's just a clean envelope. I decided not to cover it with anything here, and I hope this journal will be used as a journal, and so I needed to give some space. And this is a picture. It's on vellum paper, and this is a picture of a very beautiful garden terrace or something. Terrace, right? Okay, some more pressed leaves, and my favorite style and my favorite type. It's a shaker with different seeds from my last year's harvest of plants, wild plants. And the back side is made into some photo holder, a page from an old notebook on literature, and a tiny composition, by the way, made by my daughter, some kind of couple of years ago. Another pressed leaf, and this one is some kind of an envelope. This is a cover from the bigger collection of these cards, and a card from it with a lake, which hopefully can be somewhere near the dream house. Another leaf, and this one I appreciate very much, because this is a coffee stained image made by my daughter. Some of you might have heard about her art, and it was made a couple of years ago, maybe it's about 4 years ago, or even 5. And these are actually small daisies that she drew when we lived in our some house, and we used to have one, and she actually, these are the real ones, and I decided they can be very nice here as well. Another pressed plant, and the end of this signature is another pocket, another fabric pocket with this big button, and a pocket with some composition again. Then there, collage, a lot of slow stitching, as you can see. Yes, and I enjoyed it. It was so slow and so nice and so pleasant, actually. And my fingers, which I cut or burnt or whatever, they didn't let me do it faster, because it turned out that I can do nothing without my thumbs. Without my thumbs I cannot stitch, I cannot do many things, actually. So this is the end of the third signature, and we are coming to this, to the fourth one. And this one is a door. Gate door, barn door, some magic door into the house that is warm and cozy, and you can hide there, and you can keep there all your dreams, or just you, whatever you want to hide there, or just to stay there together. And a small tiny picture, like this is a notepad, tiny notepad that I added with some notes from the old library book, and something inside again. You can see a bit of fabric, decorated fabric, and another pocket. This time I put this tiny small collage of a plant you can find, everyone can find. I do think those who live in Europe, you all can find it in your yards. Sorry, it's so inconvenient with all these headsets and all this wire. Okay, and this is a tag or card or whatever, another stitched pocket. So as you can see, a lot of fabric, and I added very few pages because I just wanted it to be more fabric rather than something else. These flowers usually go with country houses. And the majority of pages here are not coffee stained, but still real vintagey. There are not so many actually. And just a nice picture of owls, and as you see, the stenciled words, acrylic paints, a lot of handmade, this is handmade paper piece that I made with oak leaves from my last forest November hike. I picked old rotten oak leaves and then added them to the paper. Okay, and another pocket here, and some, this is the piece from the cardboard box from medicinal plants. This is just a card to match the color of this fabric, and another pocket page with a pocket with all this beautiful lace and brads and so on, and 3 more pockets. Home is a place in the heart, and another tag, more medicinal plant packaging. Okay, so, and one more, just colored. Okay, that's it. And as you can see, it looks like this. If you have any questions, I have opened the listing of custom order again. If you still have questions or anything at all, feel free to ask. I hope this video isn't a very big mess as usual, because it's like one day I want to start making videos almost every day and doing some useful stuff, but now it's, well, the question of priorities, and I'm afraid I just simply can't cope with all of this. I hope everything is okay with your autumn, with your November. Probably you're getting ready for Christmas. Probably even if you're recovering from some illness or from some loss, or if you're enjoying everything that you can enjoy, I still wish you very good autumn. Look up. You see the sky, even if it's gray. The blue is still there behind the gray, and the stars are still there behind the dark, pitch dark, and the gray, which means that there is always something stable, even if everything is breaking up into pieces around. And what is stable is just sky, blue, eternity, call it whatever. It's there and it's strong. So stay safe. Actually, on this note, I'm saying goodbye, and right now I'm looking into the absolutely blue sky, and I hope you feel, and the sun is amazing. I can see the house is lit with the sun, as you can see. So the sun and the sky and everything, I hope you feel these vibes here through my words. Stay safe and stay strong. See you one day. Bye bye.